If you're currently renting or maybe staying at home with mom and dad and you really want to buy your first home in the Raleigh area next year, it's important to know that the home buying process is just that. It's a process. So I'm going to share with you 5 things that you can do today in order to better set you up for home buying success tomorrow. It's never too early to start prepping your finances, and one thing that I always recommend to buyers is to get pre-approved as quickly as it makes sense to do so. If you are still a little bit of a ways away from actually purchasing a home, one of the things you can do is go out and get conditionally pre-approved. One of the last things you want to do as a first-time buyer is be daydreaming in the $500,000 price range, and a few months down the road come to find out that you can only afford a home in the $400,000 price range. You've all of a sudden created these false expectations for yourself, and it's going to be really hard to get excited about a home that has a difference in value of $100,000. Lenders are obviously going to look at your credit history for pre-approval, but also important to note they're going to look at 2 years worth of tax returns. So say you're making $100,000 this year, but you only made $50,000 last year, they're going to look at a salary range somewhere in the middle, so don't just base your home search based off of your current salary. Number 2 on our list is check out other areas outside of Raleigh. There's so many great suburbs surrounding the Raleigh area. A few that come to mind for first-time homebuyers in particular are Fuquay Varina, Wendell, Garner. If you're looking for something a little bit newer and has some of those amenities that maybe you have in your apartment or staying at home with mom and dad, you may have to expand your search a little bit outside of Raleigh. Sure, some of these areas may be a 20-30 minute drive to get back and forth to work every day, but great homes, great values, and certainly lots of videos on this channel for you to learn about some of these surrounding suburbs of Raleigh, North Carolina. Probably the second most important thing on this list is budgeting for closing costs. Sure, you're going to have your down payment and your due diligence money, but there's also a ton of other money that changes hands at the closing table. You're going to have inspections, you're going to have insurance, you're going to have to pay a closing attorney, you're going to have to pay HOA dues if you do have those. Some of these payments are going to be paid in variable amounts that are going to change based on the price of the home or the location, depending on what city or district you're in. Some of these are going to be fixed costs like closing attorneys. I'm going to make a video really soon going through a real life settlement statement to let you know exactly how much you can expect to pay at the closing table on top of your down payment. Number 4 on our list of things that you can do today in order to be better prepared to purchase tomorrow is better define your timeline. For most first-time home buyers, their timeline is going to be determined based on their current lease. So take a look at your lease. Most folks obviously know when they end, but say your lease ends in July, you're going to want to be pretty seriously looking at properties several months in advance. After you make an offer on a home, it's going to take about 30 to 60 days in order to actually take possession of that home. I've had some home buyers find their dream home in just a couple days, and others that'll go and look at 30 or 40 properties before making a decision. Pause the video real quick here and take a look at a quick overview of the timeline that you can expect when purchasing your first home. Closing out our list at number 5 is set expectations and stick to them. I know this is a process that can get overwhelming very quickly. It's also a very exciting time as well. Try to stay away from the shiny object syndrome as best you can, and also surround yourself with a team that you know and trust to help get you to the finish line. You're going to want to interview multiple lenders, agents, and other folks that can help you navigate this process. If you are ready to start your home buying journey, fill out the form that we've got below. We would certainly love to help you out, and as always, I'll see you guys on next week's video.